Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. ¿Y tú? Muy bien, mi amigo. Hey, thanks for checking out the live stream. You hear that? That's how I sound in Spanish. That's pretty cool. Sorry about that. I am only 25 live streams into this, so I tend to make rookie mistakes because I've only done 25 of them. So thank you for being here. It's Sunday Funday. Welcome to the live stream. You rock. Woo! I'm here. I'm Tim Trueheart. I am your host, and I'm your friendly neighborhood Negro. It's a pleasure to rock the house with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. Of course, I love you. I'm Tim Trueheart. I use my heart to love. So, we've made it. We've made it through another week of life, and I'm glad. I'm glad for you. Please, please get crazy. Jump into the chat. Get in my chat because when you're in the chat, it makes it so fun. It makes it super fun. It's uh, it's it's interactive. That's what this whole thing's about. We get interactive here. So I got a lot of fun stuff to cover today for us. It's great. It's May 3rd. I don't know if you know what May 3rd is. It's definitely the day before Star Wars Day. And if you know what I mean when I say Star Wars Day, you know that tomorrow everybody's going to be like, May the 4th be with you, because get it? You get it? No explanation needed. Good. So, May 3rd's a big deal because tomorrow's Star Wars Day. And it's also a big deal because Rick and Morty is back. Rick and Morty is back at 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Oh man, I'm so excited. You don't understand how long I've been waiting. I've been waiting for a show like you, waiting to enjoy my time. And I earned it. I earned it because I've got a lot of W's to share with you. That's basically it. I got a lot of W's to share with you. First and foremost, the way that we go here is this show. It's all about raising your consciousness in the most entertaining and educational way. I'm, I want you to grow. I want to improve your life. Now, if you are tuning in because you're one of the people that I tagged in a tweet, well, good, good. Comment in the live chat, like I said. If you've never subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Por favor. And if you're not new to the channel, then let's get cray. Let's get cray. So yeah, there's a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff. If you're new, I do this Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. and then Sundays at 7 p.m. I also do a late night Friday at 10 p.m. That might be the most popular one. We're gonna get to all the stuff that I talked about in the tweet. Just let me know where you're at in the live stream so I know that you want me to jump in there. Otherwise, I'm going to go through my agenda as I will. I'm just going to go through my normal agenda. So, boom. You know when your Wi-Fi connection is lagging so you sound auto-tuned and people think that T-Pain's in the live stream with you? That's what's happening to me in Zoom. My brother and I were doing a Zoom conference, and I don't know what's wrong with his Wi-Fi. So then he literally starts sounding like a robot. He he sounds like he's a robot underwater. That's what it sounds like. I'm like, okay, yeah, got ya, got ya. So it's kind of weird, kind of weird. So these are a bunch of different scenarios here, all Zoom based. So you know in a Zoom meeting, and I get into the Zoom meeting and I get weird. I really do get weird. I'm in the Zoom meeting and I'm like, all I want to do is a boom, boom, boom in a Zoom, Zoom. I just got removed. I come back into the Zoom meeting again. I'm like, Zoom, Zoom, Zoom. Let me hear you say, way oh. I got removed. Get back into that Zoom meeting again. I'm like, Zoom, 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 Zoom. I want you in my Zoom. Zoom, 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 Zoom. I want you in. I'm removed. Keep removing me from the Zoom, dog. Why you gotta kick me out the Zoom, son? You know I like being in the Zoom. It's always a good sign when you see somebody who sucks on stage and then they're doing comedy in a Zoom and they don't seem bad. That's always a good sign. You're like, oh, they're getting better. They're getting better. It's transferring. It's transferring. All right, so I've been very focused on my YouTube channel and making it as successful as I can. And when I'm buying electronics, because I'm always buying new stuff. Got a new mic recently. I got a headphone splitter. It's over here. You can't see it. So I'm always doing that stuff. And when I buy electronics, I get the extended warranty because I like my warranties. Like I like my CVS receipts. Long. Long. I feel like a moose or something like a long. It felt good. It felt good to me. I like my relationships like I like my CVS receipts. Long LTR. Blue pill, beta bug, provider. Yeah. I love when I post a video online and it gets a comment before it gets a view. That's the best, right? You put the video out, you worked on it, and then it gets a comment. I got a comment recently, and the comment was, this guy's eyes are kind of terrifying. I got that comment. Yes, I screenshot it. Yes, I use it as an image when I do tweets so that I can get people to, be like, well, what's wrong with this guy? Let me check it out. Let me see how bad he really is. Let me check. And I do that. I do. They're still working on a vaccine. I'm worried that the vaccine is going to start turning people into mutants. I know what you're thinking. It's going to turn you into a mutant, and that's going to be awesome because then you're going to be able to fly or bend metal or shoot fireballs. It's going to turn you into a gross, weird mutant. It's not going to be what you think. It's going to be odd. It's going to be like a nuclear exposure type mutant. You're going to have a third eye, and it's not going to be in your pineal gland so that you can harness the effects of the DMT in your brain. It's not going to be cool like that. It's going to be something where you have a third eye and it's like in your armpit and you're going up for a rebound, and then all of a sudden like everybody moves away from you, and that's good for you because you're getting these reebs, and that's not going to hurt your team, especially if they're on offense. But it's just going to scare people when like you throw your arm up in the air like, give me a high five. Oh my god, you've got an eyeball. You're a Cyclops. And you're like, no, I'm not. What do you mean you're not a Cyclops? You've got an eyeball in there. But I have two other eyes. How could I be a Cyclops? Think, man, think. And they're like, I don't like you. You got three eyeballs. And I'm like, well, whatever, bro. Whatever, bro. You don't want me to be on the team? You don't want me to be on the team. I'll leave, fine. And then you take the basketball with you because you were the one that brought the basketball and organized the game because you have a third eye in your armpit and you have to like initiate social interactions because word gets around pretty quick. And that's why you have to be so proactive. I say just wear long sleeves. Stop rocking a tank top. Put an eye patch up under there. That could work. I just want to help people that have three eyeballs. That's what I do. I'm here to improve your life. If you got three eyeballs and one of them's in your armpit, hey, call me, talk to me. We'll do a Zoom. I'm working on it. I got it set up so that I can do Zoom with the streaming, recording it, and we can toggle. I can do camera toggling now. I'm working on it. Yeah. So I'm in the store and I'm buying all sorts of new electronics, as I was saying before I went off on the tangent about the person that had an extra eyeball growing in their armpit. And I'm in the store and this guy, he's being a little bit difficult, muy difícil, el hombre, about the fact that they want him to wear a mask, a face covering, Because they don't want you to wear some sort of weird owl mask or like a Richard Nixon mask like you're in Point Break. That's not what they're asking. They just want you to cover up your mouth and your nostrils. That's all. Just a little, just a little, just a little, just a little snout coverage. Just a little for your snout. And the guy's arguing. And if you're arguing about how you don't want to wear a face covering, then you're a chronic mask debater. A mask debater. That's what you are. Yeah, I wrote that. For you. You're welcome. I hope you like it. We're going over our daily W's right now. Our daily W's. What are we thankful for? Well, I'm thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for you viewing the live stream. It makes me happy. It makes me very, very happy. One thing, I'm thankful for that. I ran a half marathon today, ladies and gentlemen, and those who do not identify with either of those two genders. I ran a half marathon. I did it on my feet. I did it in 1 hour and 53 minutes. That's an 8:40-minute mile pace. It was difficult. I have a headache now. My feet hurt. I think I have microfractures in my metatarsals. My ankles are cracking. I have strained calves. I don't have any chafing. I used a rubbing cream that is anti-chafing rubbing cream. I rubbed it on my skin, my epidermis, to make sure that it wouldn't do that to me. I ran. My shins hurt. My soleus muscles hurt. I don't think you know what a soleus is. Mine hurt. I have plantar fasciitis in my left heel. I have a little in my right heel, but it's not much to bother with. My lower back is very sore. I'm a grown human mammal, and I attack life. I want to show you a picture of me just so you can understand how much of an animal I am. A lot of people don't understand that I'm an animal. When I go to In-N-Out, I order animal style just to represent my animalistic nature. Here's a picture of me right after the run. Right after the run, I looked like this. It's what I did. Let's take a look. If you're watching this on YouTube, I'm so happy for you because you get to experience my face and these great transitions. Wait, let me just make it even better. I want to make it nice for you. I gotta blow that up. Oh, that's good. That's that good stuff right there. Here, now you're gonna see it. Stop, relax. Here it comes. There you go. You see that right there? That's my face. That's my face after I ran a solo race. 1:53:42. I didn't tell you about the seconds for the half marathon. Sunday motivation, Sunday vibes, Sunday morning, Sunday Funday, gratitude. I have a lot of gratitude. That's my positive attitude. It's a great attitude. It's gratitude. I'm a successful runner. I got 6 likes. You don't do that. You don't get those likes without being a monster. A monster. You see, I did my job. I did my due diligence. Like a good boy. I try to be a good boy. Oh, good. So where are we at here? I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you to interact. You don't want to interact. You don't want to interact. You want to stay at home and you want to eat that nasty food. You want to eat nasty food. Well, I've got news for you, you nasty food eater. Sugar is bad. You better stop it. You better stop eating all that sugar and all those carbohydrates. You don't need it. You want it, but you don't need it. You don't need it. And I want you to get more comfortable with not desiring things you don't need. Got it? You got it? Because it's day 21 of our 90-day self-improvement challenge. Day 21. The challenge ends on July 12th, 2020. And we're going deep. We're going deep, okay? I told you one of my goals for the challenge was to run a half marathon by July 12th. I did it today. I did it today. You hear that? That's what you get when you run a half marathon during your self-improvement challenge. I completed it. That's the sound of completion right there. It's not very pleasant, but that's what it sounds like. And I earned that sound. I'm thankful for that. It's been 154 days since I smoked marijuana. I haven't smoked it. I haven't eaten it. I haven't drank it. I didn't put the weed in my body. My pee still smells like bong water. I don't know why. I guess I was kind of ahead, but that's okay. Haven't had a drink in 43 days because you know why? I don't need it. I don't need it. I'm trying to become a better guy. I'm trying to ascend up like Jesus to go to the next level. I drink water out of this. It's very soapy. This water is very soapy because I washed it earlier, but I guess I didn't get all the residue out. So now I feel like I've said a bad word and I was a child. Are you doing life on God mode? Is it just me? I have a headache now. I don't know if it's from the run or from drinking soap, but that is the situation. That's what's happening. I'm still here. I'm still here. Oh my goodness. Hey. Hey, thank you. Thank you. You saw what I said? I appreciate it. You're the only one in my live chat, but that's okay. It's okay because I'm in a good mood. Oh, I will. I will. I'm gonna make sure that I don't think I've eaten enough. Sometimes I run, and then running is the thing. Like you don't necessarily always want to eat after you run. So I don't think I've eaten enough food. I need more comida. Well, thanks for being here. We were gonna go over a whole bunch of different stuff, and I'm really excited. I know that I'm something that's kind of ambient for most of you. Let me be in your ear. Let me get into your brain. I don't need to be in your right brain. Let me be in your left brain. I can be in whatever part of your brain you want. I can go into your reptilian brain and just be a little lizard guy. I don't think you want me to do that, but I'll get what you need. You'll get what you need. All right, let's go. What? Wait, something's going on in there. Hold on. You had the dopest vegan tacos from Mom's Organic Market today. I didn't even know that place was open. I felt like those people would have been scared. They would have been scared. But no, they're good. Okay, I'm glad. I got to check out some vegan tacos. I haven't had any meat. I haven't had any meat in 2 days. So I like that you're doing that. You're gonna lose all of those hormones that they inject into all of our food. You're not gonna get those hormones. So that's good. That's a W. That's a W. There you go. Boom. There you go. We see we get W's. It doesn't matter if there's one person watching. It doesn't matter if there's two people watching. It doesn't matter if nobody's watching. Because I'm still bringing it. I'm bringing it like the boys that would bring the groceries home for the kids, the parents, the grandparents. I'm the kid. You see, I'm bringing it to you. It's Broughton. Their ill restaurant is open, but you have to wear a mask. Hey, you know what? I'm fine with that. I'm compliant. I'm compliant with that. I have a little bit of an edge to my attitude today. I can feel it. I can feel it. You got to get the edge. Okay, it's time for a moment from Gab. A time for a moment from Gab. So this is what I mean when I say a moment from Gab. Gab is the Wild West of social media. I've mentioned this before. I had asked this question on an earlier live stream. You turn down a dark alley. You see two individuals lying on the ground. One's bleeding. One is a bleeding heart liberal, and the other is a bleeding heart vampire. Who are you sadder for? I got a response on Gab. Break the liberal's arm clean off and impale the vampire through the heart with it. That was your moment from Gab. I want to go back into the moment from Gab a little bit longer because this is what that same commenter liked. I said this on my Gab account because you can't say the thing that I'm about to say on Twitter or Facebook or even YouTube. You couldn't write it on YouTube. You could probably say it if you're like an account like myself. Nobody's watching me. There's nobody in San Bruno, California monitoring my account. I'd have to be flagged before they would even know I exist, probably. This is what I said. I said, anyone who doesn't have a live and let live attitude should definitely die. And then that was a quote from an angry libtard. Anyone who doesn't have a live and let live attitude should definitely die. Angry libtard. The person who answered the other question, that's what kind of post they enjoy. They're crazy people. But I digress. Let's go back to the live chat. What? So after you broke up with the guy, he calls you 30 times from different numbers, and you have to block him. So you went straight Jamaican on him. You were like, blocka, 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 blocka. Oh man. Oh man. That's what happens. That's what happens when you call somebody incessantly. You get blocked. You get blocked. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to get into that because it warrants a in-depth response. Okay, I'm skipping over horoscopes. You know what? We only got a couple things to cover before we get right into the meat of the episode here. Okay, so we're gonna just quickly do marry, bop, kill. If you've never seen marry, bop, or played marry, bop, kill before, marry means you're gonna marry this person. Bop means you're gonna have sexual intercourse. Blah, 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 blah. And kill means you're gonna this person. I'm gonna give you an example. You're gonna get three examples, and then you're gonna have to choose one for each. Marry, bop, kill. It's Mary Ann, Ginger, and Mrs. Howell. These are the women from the show Gilligan's Island. Mary Ann, Ginger, and Mrs. Howell. Who do you marry? Who do you bop? And who do you kill? This is the game of Marry, Bop, Kill. We're gonna get into the meat of the episode. We're talking about NoFap. We're talking about men. We're talking about relationships. That's what every man struggles with. We're going to talk about that, but we're doing Marry, Bop, Kill first. So, Mary Ann, Ginger, and Mrs. Howell. Who you killing? Who you bopping and who you marrying? Let's see. Well, for me, I'm going to marry Mrs. Howell. Yes, I am. I'm going to marry Mrs. Howell. I'm going to kill Ginger. I'm gonna kill Ginger, and then I'm going to bop. And I'm gonna bop. Yeah, I'm gonna bop Mary Ann. I'm gonna marry Mrs. Howell. I'm going to kill Ginger, and I'm going to bop Mary Ann. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh my gosh. Oh, see, you did it a little differently than I did. Okay, gotcha. So you're still going to marry Mrs. Howell. And the reason why we marry Mrs. Howell, duh, she got that money, kid. She got that access to money. So that's smart. SMRT smart. SMRT smart. Very good. See, now, the only thing I didn't want to, I should, maybe you could bop Ginger. Yeah, that's not a bad one. I'm not against that. I just think that maybe she's just like a certain type of person, so I say let's just get rid of her. But that's me. Okay, cool. And I got one more for Marry, Bop, Kill because it's so much fun. So tonight, Rick and Morty is coming back, so I'm just gonna represent Rick and Morty. Okay, so here are your options. You're gonna marry, bop, kill, and then it's some characters from the show Rick and Morty. So much fun. Okay, so it's Summer, Beth, and Jerry. So it's everybody in the Morty's family, excluding Morty and Rick. Summer, Beth, and Jerry. If you don't know this, then don't worry about it. I'm just going to throw that in there. You never realized the word art was in smart? Oh, well, you learn something every day, don't you? Woo! Learning is fun. Learning is fun. I've never seen it, but I'll marry Jerry, kill Summer, and bop Beth. Okay, well, Beth's cool. Beth had Summer when she was 18. So Beth is only, I think she's technically only like 36. So that's pretty sweet. Yeah. And Summer's 16 or so. And then Jerry's a dumbass, but he's also like 36. He's roughly my age, but he's dumb. I'm smarter than he is. You got to watch the show. It's a dope show. I mean, I actually didn't watch it for years. It was like 4 seasons deep before I started watching it, but then I finally did, and I enjoyed it. Now we're warming up. You got to understand, the live stream is warming up right about now. It takes a little while to get rocking and rolling. You know that? And now I think we're trucking. We're trucking along. All right, so we just finished Mary Bob Kill. All right, all right, all right. I don't know if you guys know this or not. Are you familiar with the term boofing? If you're not familiar with what boofing is when you get a bit of tissue and then you get a drug that is grounded into a powder, ground into a powder, and you put the powder into the tissue, and then you twist the top of the tissue, and now you get this little thing that kind of looks like a little bomb, and then you can put this, the kids out there, they're putting it up their butts. They're boofing. They're putting the stuff up their butts. It's called boofing. If you're not familiar with boofing, it's out there. It's been going on for quite some time. And I don't know what's wrong with these children today, but they're out there boofing. Give me 1 second. I'm just checking on my live stream. Okay, no big deal. No big deal. I was just checking something out. Colorado straight edge. You know what Colorado straight edge is? Colorado straight edge is when the only thing that you do is smoke weed. You don't drink, you don't do anything, but you smoke weed. That's called Colorado straight edge. I like that. If anything, I'll be Colorado straight edge, like at some point again in my life. But I don't know. You know, I told you I haven't smoked weed in 154 days. I'm not smoking weed until I have my own crib, and it's dope, and I don't have any debt. I don't think there's any reason for somebody like myself, you know, a brown person, to be smoking weed before then. It just doesn't seem like it works for me. Speaking of drugs, I got something so funny for you to see. I think you're going to really enjoy this because I enjoy showing you things that I think you're going to enjoy. So check this out. Am I all up in your face? I don't know how close I am to the screen here. Give me 1 second. I just want to check. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and let's check out this video. It'll be so hilarious. Oh, it's going to be so funny. Okay, I got a little lag. Oh no, is it gonna play? Give me 1 second. I'm just trying to see if it'll play. You know what? These mother effers won't let me play the video for you, these busters. Okay, apologies. Apologies, I should have known. I should have known they wouldn't let me do it. Okay, 1 second. Apologies. Okay, back to the matter at hand. Perfection is perfected, so one man can understand. All right. I don't know if you guys know about this. I'm teaching. So this is what I do. This podcast. This is a live stream show. It's all about educating you and being fun. So I don't think you know this. And if you don't know this, you're gonna have to learn. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today. All right. So this is your new word for today. If you can see the screen over here, I will show you our word of the day. Let's make it nice and big for you. I know you like them big. Okay, this is it. It's wolf bag. Wolf bag. During anal intercourse, your female partner gags herself purposely to constrict her rectum and cause premature ejaculation. Thank you, miss. Bitch wolf bagged me, and I blasted one up in her. Oh God! So that word's been around for 17 years. As a matter of fact, it'll be 17 years on Tuesday. So that's that. It's not quite legal yet, but that's a word out there for you you ruffians. So I'm teaching you. That's going to be one of our vocabulary words. Obviously, we are doing a vocabulary word every show. We're doing new vocab. I got this one. I think you might already know this, and if you do, great. Good for you. Good for you if you know it. If you don't know it, well then you're learning. You're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today. Here we go. It's DPMO. DPMO is the easiest way to tell someone don't piss you off via text. Text message, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. directed towards a specific person. So if somebody's messing with you, you could be like, DPMO. Don't piss me off. It can be used with a stale face emoji. So here's like Kiana talking to Tina. I had to I had to I had a date with Derek last night. Tina, I thought you said he cheated on you. I know, but now I forgive him. Tina's like DPMO. Anyway, that's like a I totally am not a good actor, and I think that's why that went that way. DPMO. You thought it was going to be something different when you hear me say DPMO because you're a freak. You're a freak, you know that? You're a freaking freak. All right. This is your last vocabulary word for today. I hope you're taking notes, because if you're not taking notes, that quiz is going to be tough on your ass. You might not even get good marks. You might not even get good marks. You mark. You mark. Remember people would be like calling people marks? I remember that. Those were the days. Those were the days. This is the worst thing of all time. I'm sorry I have to tell you about this. Let's hear what it sounds like. Oh, do I not have the audio on it? That's no big deal. Listen to it. Here it comes. This is about as I'm gonna see how loud I can get it so you can really hear it. Oh, we're going full volume. Try it again. Mung. Mung. Okay. The one thing worse than genocide. One must first have no shame. Then he or she must use a newspaper to find the obituary of a recently deceased man or woman. Then they must find a buddy with no shame who will aid them in this act. The partners then go to a cemetery where they dig up their victim and flip a coin. The loser, or winner, depending on how sick you are, applies his or her lips to the genitals or anus of the corpse, while the other partner proceeds to climb the nearest tombstone and elbow drop the corpse's stomach, thus forcing out a blend of rich bodily fluids and embalming materials onto the partners. This blend is called mung. The act of getting this blend on your face is called munging. Chicks will dig this one. Freeloading bastards who mung will surely burn in hell. I apologize. I apologize for sharing this information. Let's see if there's anybody even listening anymore. Oh my good. Oh my good. I gotta go back. I'm so sorry. I was not looking at this stuff in the live chat. Yes, Rick and Morty is on Netflix, and everyone says the Breaking Bad is amazing. Breaking Bad is like probably top. It might be one of my top 10 shows of all time. Yeah, Breaking Bad is kind of like up there with The Sopranos. I'd have to say that. And yeah, I never watched Dexter. I didn't think it. I heard that it got really whacked towards the very end, but in general, I think conceptually it's a good show from what I've heard. You thought that was called blooping? Oh, are you talking about boofing? Boofing and blooping? Probably the same. I gave this dude a bag of weed before, and he goes, "I'm gonna bloop in." And I said, "What's that?" And he said, "Shove it up his butthole." I said, "Please don't do that with my bag." But maybe he said, "Boof it." You know, I think I've heard the term bloop, but I certainly have heard the term boof. I've heard the term boof on like Vice and stuff like that. So I'm sure it's just kind of like a location kind of thing. Like, for example, one thing is if you go to Urban Dictionary and then you go to drugs, 90% of all vocabulary based off of drugs has to do with weed. And then within that, most of those are involving sprinkling cocaine on weed. That's pretty much it. It's like weed, cocaine on weed, and then terms for people who smoke weed or types of weed. It's all weed. Would you be fine living the rest of your life never experiencing a wolf bag? I literally forgot what a wolf bag was. Hold on a second. Did I already forgot what that was? Give me a second so I can see if I can remember this tawdry thing that I mentioned. Ugh, what's wrong with me? What is a wolf bag? What is it? Jeez, I don't remember. Would I be fine living the rest of my life never experiencing a wolf bag? For sure, I'll be fine. There's so many things that you can live your whole life and not never experiencing again. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I'm looking at the monitor. If you're like, why does he keep looking off into the weird middle distance? The only way to appropriately send DPMO is when someone sends you a dope picture of food you can't eat. That's not bad. Yeah. Well, what if you have a friend and they know that you hate, say, Trump, right? And then it's like first thing in the morning and like the night before you two were like having like a conversation with some like overbearing bro at a bar who's like pro Trump. He's got like the red hat and like the white shirt, the khaki pants, the New Balance sneakers, the whole get up, right? And then you're just like, I hate that guy. And then the next morning, you're like, your girlfriend hits you up, and then she's just like, did you hear what Trump did this morning? And you're just like, DPMO. Because, totally. I love how English people call vaginas a minge. I've heard that. Oh, I'm getting so hungry. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. It can only be used sarcastically? It can only be used sarcastically? I'm not sure. Maybe. Maybe. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Don't piss me off. Right. Well, yeah. You'd have to. You could have an actor say it, and it would make sense. An actor could pull it off. It's so weird to me when there's two people in, and I only know one of them. Like one of them is talking, the other one isn't. That's always weird to me. Let's see. Okay, so we're going through here. We did all of our vocabulary. Good stuff. This is hilarious. I'm gonna have to make sure that the audio is fully blown up for this one. This might be the first time I do a live stream and I don't go a full freaking hour. I'd be very disappointed in myself if I don't do it, but there always has to be time for. It's got to be a first for everything, right? Oh, this is gonna be great. Give me 1 second. Oh man. Yeah, how do I do this? Shrink it. There we go. This will be good. Okay, cool. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna check out this monster tweet that I saw first thing this morning, and you're gonna probably appreciate this. So hang in there while I transition to the other screen, and you're gonna see Todd Bridges. He was I think he was the second lead on the show Different Strokes. Remember Different Strokes? It takes different strokes to move the world. Yes, it does. It was with. Oh my gosh, he passed away. He's the guy that used to go, "What you talk about, Willis?" Remember him? Remember the little black dude? Oh, dude, you know what I'm talking about. Shoot. So, anyways, it was the older brother, Willis. This is Willis. So Willis was on the show Little House on the Prairie, and we found it. Right, hey, stay with me here. Here it comes.
Now, last week I had you write an essay about the things that you liked the most. This week I thought it might be fun if we wrote an essay about the things that we dislike the most. Solomon? Yes, ma'am. Can you think of something that you dislike? Being a nigga. I didn't know nothing bad. The teacher asked the question and I just answered him. What'd you say? 'Cause it's the truth. If I was right, my pa'd still be alive. Being a nigga killed my pa. You answer me something, sir. If I can. Would you like to live to be 100? Sure I would. It's not very likely, and I guess all of us like to live to a ripe old age. Would you rather be black and live to be 100, or white and live to be 50?
Yo, what about that? What about that? I hope you could hear that. Could y'all hear that? Could y'all hear that, Joe? That was gangster. That was crazy, right? So then the teacher goes, she goes, tell us something that you don't like about life. And then she asks Solomon, and Solomon said, being a nigga. Oh, dude, it was crazy. Oh, that was so crazy. You couldn't hear it? Damn. You should probably be able to see it. You could see it on the I wonder. I've never watched the live stream and seen if you could I noticed if you could hear it or not. Basically, the school marm asked him what he would like to change about his life, and he said being a nigga. And then everybody was like, "Oh man!" And then it cuts to him at home with Michael Landon, who, goodness gracious, what a handsome dude! I didn't even know they made dudes looking that good back in the day. Snap! I guess they had like Burt Reynolds and stuff, for sure. So, anyways, I remember being really sad when he passed away when I was a little boy. He looked like He-Man. He looked like they designed He-Man off of Michael Landon. That's how dope Michael Landon looked. Like that's the best looking dude I think I've seen in that whole, like, when I was a young kid, other than my dad, of course. My dad's a superhero. So anyway, it cuts to him with Michael Landon, and then he goes, "Well, why'd you say it?" And he goes, "I wasn't trying to start nothing. It was just like, she asked me, and I was just being honest." And then he's like, "Okay," he doesn't know what to say, and then he just says, "Being black is what got my pa killed. Let me ask you something. Would you rather be live to be 100 and be black, or live to 50 and be white?" And then he was just walked out the door. He didn't even answer him, which is like the best question of all time. Who I get sad when celebrities pass away. It's I get sad when anybody passes away though. It's like somehow the celebrities got this ability to affect you in a very deep emotional way because everything that they've done seems to have been designed to play into some sort of aspect of your emotions. Like, if you see some movie and it's like super dramatic and you saw it in the theater when it came out in Dolby surround sound and the screen's 50 feet wide and 30 feet tall, and then you see like Brad Pitt just deliver this line excellently, and then you find out Brad Pitt died. Heath Ledger, like he was rocking it, and then he passes away, and you're like, oh man, it bums you out. Yeah, everybody gets sad when celebrities pass away. I don't know if I'm the only one. Some people get dumb though. They act stupid and they behave like jerks when a celebrity passes away, which I dislike. I don't appreciate that. Of course, I'm a sensitive guy. All right, so here's the last thing I'm going to show, and then we'll talk about some of the aspects of culture right now. I just recorded a new video for my YouTube channel. I'll be putting that out tonight, probably by midnight. It'll be up by then at the very latest. I'm trying to chill and relax. Yeah, celebrities definitely lived such an awesome life, better than most. It's I don't know. I don't know. I'd probably have to meditate on that to figure out why I behave that way when that happens. I wonder why. Sorry, I gotta turn my head like that. Boom. Okay, this is just a tweet, but it was super gangster. Super gangster. All right, here it comes. I'm trying. I'm not trying. I'm sort of like. I am like Daniel Tosh. I'm doing all these cut tos. Okay, here we go. Baron Von Douche. Divorce is trending. You know why divorce is so expensive? Because it's worth it. I saw that and I was like, oh. Now, if you look at this tweet, it's got 137 retweets and it's only 3 hours old. That's a lot. That's not like one a minute, but that is a lot of retweets. I wouldn't retweet that type of thing, but it's definitely a super funny thing to. It's definitely funny. It's. I had a tweet. I didn't have it. Let me see this. Hold on a second. I had a joke where it goes, do you know there's something they call men. They I said there's a word for men who get vasectomies, and it's called smart. Yeah, it was like some joke like that. Oh, right. Okay, so this is basically that's all the info I had. Now we're just gonna chat. We're just gonna talkity talk. All right. Don't forget, Live streams every Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. and Friday night at 10 p.m. and then on Sundays at 7. We're 45 minutes in. We're almost done. Oh, hey, the channel, we might be getting a sponsor. I'm super excited about this potential sponsor. They want me to be a brand ambassador. I'm not against being a brand ambassador. I'm actually flattered. Oh, here's their website right here. It's actually a Facebook page. Don't hate. It's called Super Stupid Fresh Studio, whatever. So this is whatever it is. It's the graphic studio company. So I think they make T-shirts and such, and they may be a sponsor. I don't know. We'll have to see. I don't even know if they've seen my show. So if they do, that'd be cool. You think the flotation tank places are closed? They weren't, but now I know that the one that I like to go to is closed. But that's just one. There's a few that are in the DMV area. You don't think marriage even makes sense? I don't know. I think that you gotta have your life has got to be like perfect to get married. That's what I think. My friend got a vasectomy and got a girl pregnant. His sons too. Whoa, are you serious? That is like, I wonder if you could sue. I wonder if you could sue for something like that. I think you probably could. Would you win? It's you yikes, that's just nuts. You got to be a dad. I mean, you got to be a dad if that happens. You got to be. But that's okay. I mean, that means that you're supposed to be a parent if that happens. Or your doctor's just terrible. Like, what was the doctor doing? It happens all the time? Does it really? Nuts. That's nuts. I don't know if you get it. You don't get it. You look confused. It's like suing a condom maker. Is that right? Is it like that? I mean, I don't know. This is good. This is like very good information to talk about in like a stand-up comedy routine. Oh man. I'm gonna work on doing some guided meditations in the future. So keep keep an eye out for that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. Ba, 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 boom. Where are we going here? Okay. So the idea for the live stream today was to talk about NoFap fitness and what every man seems to be struggling with. And there are a lot of men that are struggling with a lot of different things out there, but I think that one of the biggest struggles that most men seem to have is with women. And this is one of the major issues with men and their struggles with women. It's that they're not being men. They're not focused on themselves enough and being excellent. And they're fixating on all the wrong things, and this is creating a wedge between them and the life they want. So they can't even get the life they want because they distract themselves. And because they're distracted, that doesn't mean that they stop trying to pursue women. But they're doing this thing and they've kind of hamstrung themselves. So by the time they get to talk to some lady that they seem cool, they're already set up for failure. And it just it's like just this problem that just keeps happening constantly. They're not set up. Guys are just approaching with none of their T's crossed, none of their I's dotted, none of their J's dotted. You dot the J too if it's a lowercase J, and they're going out there and they're hitting on ladies, and they got nowhere to take them back. They got no whip. Their whip is weak. They don't have a good job. They're not set up. You got to be straight set up, and there's no reason to do this. I actually think that if I could go back in time, I would not even think about going into a serious relationship until I was 30. I would actually recommend guys don't even do that. A young guy, if you're out there and you're just constantly working on yourself, then you're going to end up getting a girlfriend. But you don't need to focus on getting a girlfriend. That is what a lot of guys do. They focus on getting girlfriends. They focus on being in relationships because they feel lonely and a lack thereof. And they feel like they're not valuable if they don't get into a relationship. And then they go after this thing and they spend a lot of their time, a lot of their energy, and they invest a lot. And then ultimately they go through this cycle and this pattern of getting into a relationship, getting out of it, getting super bummed out. Then they like go back to the gym, they get all awesome, they regroup, and then they go out again. And like, oh, I'm not going to repeat that mistake. But they just keep repeating mistake after mistake after mistake. And what I mean by mistake after mistake, I'm not saying they're making the same mistake over and over again, but they just make different mistakes constantly. And some of these things would have been avoided if they had just became men. They just grown into men. But no, they're actually sitting around and like weirdly succumbing to some sort of like there's this thing that say women will actually believe in this Disney fairy tale storyline, and there's a lot of guys that believe the same kind of thing, and it's really not good. It's really not good. It's really not cool to see this happen. I know, guys. Every dude that I ever met that got married when he was like 21 has gotten divorced, and they got divorced early. Every single one of them. And all of my friends that got married when they were in their 30s, they're all still together. That's pretty much it. I don't. The only person that I have, the only friend that I have that got married in his 30s that isn't with his spouse, they passed away from cancer. Otherwise, everybody, it starts a little later. They have such a good life by comparison. Because a guy who's like 35 and he's already been divorced once, that person, man or woman, they are like they have like some sort of like they've been damaged. They've been damaged a little bit. I always hear about it. You always hear about it in their stand up comedy routines. It's so terrible. So that's one of the big things. The guy, he goes into the situation, he's not prepared. And he's focusing on getting into these relationships and whatnot. And it's like, dude, do not worry about being in a relationship. Become your best self. This is the thing. The man needs to be he needs to be as self-actualized as he can possibly be. You most guys don't even have a goal or a vision that they're actually even going after, and that's super sad. Super sad and super disappointing. Most of the guys that I know don't have a thing that they're trying to achieve. They get a job and then they work that job, and then when they're done with work, they go home and they sit. And if they don't go home and they sit, they go to a bar and then they find a stool and then they sit and then they drink there. And occasionally they go watch some sort of sporting event. Like they're like, we're gonna go watch let's go watch the Patriots, man. I love the Patriots. And they're like, no, the Cowboys. And I'm like, oh God, neither of those teams are I'm into. And it's just like anyway, I'm not gonna be sports team like bandwagon junk, but they do this, and I'm just like, come on, you guys, come on. What's the deal? Like, why do you have to live your life in this way where you feel like you have to? Oh, I don't even think. Well, you know what? I gotta rephrase that because this is the thing. They're not. They're actually not living their life in a way where they feel like they have to get something done. They're not getting anything done. They just go to work and they work and they don't achieve anything. Actually, why are you doing that? Why are you not trying to kick ass and become something? Did life already beat you down this much? Because that's what's going to happen to most people. By the time they're in their 30s, they're done. They're done. They're done. And like fucking God forbid they get fired from the job they've been doing since they were like 23, 24. Like you go to college, you get a degree, you get out, you get a job, and now you've been working this job and now you've been there for 12, 15 years. And then boom, then you get fired. Hey man, then you have this really weird existential crisis. Oh God. But this is the thing. The whole time you've been trying to like get up this corporate ladder and stuff, and now you're in your mid 30s and you haven't really pursued anything that you really wanted to. God, it's disgusting. And this is the thing. The guy that doesn't pursue anything that he truly wanted to, I don't even understand how he really got the woman that he wanted. I think people get comfortable, they settle, and then they get even more comfortable. Oh God, oh God, that's such a bummer, man. That is such a bummer. It's just I wonder. I wonder. Let's see what's going on in here. Anybody got any comments on that? No, no. Yeah, we gotta work, man. We gotta try to get more out of ourselves. So that's why we do the NoFap. That's one of the biggest reasons. We do the NoFap because it forces us into the situation where we have all this extra time and we're not going after. Well, I say focus on NoFap and focus on SR, which is semen retention. Say when you do that, and you're not gonna ejac. You're not gonna ejaculate at all. You're going to just hold on to all your stuff. Well, then there's nothing left to do but achieve. So you're like, well, what the heck? Yeah, you just go after what you're trying to achieve, and you set some sort of guideline. Like, I'm gonna get 1,000 YouTube subscribers. I'm gonna become monetized on YouTube. I'm gonna do this, or whatever. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm not gonna do this until then. I think that's the way to live. I think that's how you get things done. I think people are super distracted. They're super distracted. It might come back down to the dopamine thing. I got to tell you right now, I know that I'm addicted to sugar. After getting marijuana off the table, then I realized I had a drinking problem. And then I took the alcohol off the table, and now I'm like, damn, I have a sugar issue. I have an issue with sugar. Not carbohydrates, but sugar. Man, that is my next thing. I am going to get sugar off the table. We have to get all our bullshit off the table. When there's nothing left and you've just taken every single thing out, then you're going to really see what you're all about. And when you're at that point, man, I don't see how you can't be excellent in the face of anyone, in the face of anybody. If you you're like you faced every single vice and every single insecurity and challenge and shortcoming that you have. So now you're going to be a lot more suited to a relationship. You know who you are. You know who you are. You know what you know how you react. You know what you're capable of. That's the challenge. Is anybody willing to do that? Is anybody willing to get everything that they got off the damn table? I could tell you, I'm willing, and that's high resonance, man. That is almost there. That's so far above 200. I haven't talked about this in a little while, but you know, you got to vibrate over 200. A lot of your frequencies aren't even above 200. Most people's aren't. I tell you right now, I vibrate around there. I vibrate around a 310 or more at minimum on a regular basis. I really do. I'm very courageous. I got a good vibration. That's why I do these YouTube things. That's why nobody needs to listen to me for me to be able to do this and go. That takes courage, and I'm willing to do it. So that's why I keep showing up and doing them. Now, we get a little bit further along. We get to acceptance. That's 350. We move up beyond that. We move into reason. We're using our brains. We're not doing anything stupid. We're cutting our losses. I'm trying to get there. I think I make a lot of stupid mistakes. I know I make a lot of stupid mistakes. But we got to push. We got to push. It's stupid to go looking for chicks when you don't even got anywhere. You go like, what are you going to do? You don't got an apartment? You don't got an apartment? Where are you going to have sex with this chick that you're going to meet? Bro, that you live at your family's house. Where are you going to sleep with her at? What are you going to do? You're going to do it in your car? Oh, come on. You better hope that she's got her own place. That's it. You're playing yourself, dude. You're not prepared to kick ass. You're not prepared to kick ass. And there's a lot of guys that are in this mode, and it's not the bee's knees, dog. You got to get your shit together. Some of you need to be a pizza delivery guy. You might need to be a pizza delivery guy. You go there, you wear your mask, you wear your gloves, man. You drop the pizza off on the doorstep. They're gonna tip you. They're gonna tip you online. Domino's gonna hook you up, man. Do that for like 3-4 hours a day. You're not doing Ubers. You got to make that money somewhere. You got to get out of your hole. You got pieces of paper. You got bills to take care of, man. Take care of your bills. I'll show you my studio, man. My studio. I've been pushing to make this studio better. I can't wait. I can't even sleep at night, you guys. I can't even sleep at night because I got so much. I don't know what it is. Maybe I got a lot of semen backed up in me. I got a lot of semen backed up in me, man. So my body's just like, dude, you're not getting laid, man. You need to go do something so that you can get laid. That's like why your body won't let you sleep. Your testosterone just keeps going up, and it's like, dude, you're not sexually attractive. Like, you got to become more attractive. I swear to you, I hadn't got a pimple in weeks and weeks and weeks. I was like, what is going on here? Where these? Your body stops doing weak shit. You'll stop getting pimples and you go NoFap. I swear to you, the acne thing, the acne thing is real. The freaking muscles in my face are getting bigger. I'm not bullshitting you. Like my cheek muscles, I feel like they're getting so much bigger. Yeah, my body's like ready to start losing weight. It took me like a month of NoFap, and then my body was like, all right, this dude, let's start making this guy thin, upregulate his muscle growth. Just cut the fat out. Give this guy some abs. Your body just starts just changing the whole game up. Just change the game up. Go after it, man. This is the one thing a lot of you guys are thinking about. Like it's because of the. That's why I say NoFap, because the porn is the worst one. The porn and the sugar. The porn and the sugar will screw you up. Because it's like this. Your body wants to make people. When you can master your own sex drive, when you can master your sex drive, you have mastered that aspect of yourself. The only thing it needs more than it needs to actually procreate is to eat. When you can master the act of not eating, of controlling your intake of food, you become a freaking god or goddess. You become a deity when you can master that. That's why when you can fast and just not eat for a day, not eat for 2 days, 3 days, when you can do that, you elevate yourself. When you can do that, you're a monster. You want to be a monster, you got to be a monster. And you got to also not succumb to your sexual desires. You got to just be like, nah, I'm good. I'm not trying to build something bigger. And one that I think of is you got to just sit in a dark place with no sound and no light. You're going to just meditate. And then your brain will just be like, I'm dead. I'm dead. I don't know what's going on. And then your body just becomes comfortable with the fact that there's nothing happening. And then you just start to dissolve. You're like your personality, your ego just dissolves, and you no longer are part of this whole thing. You're just gone. You dematerialize. And when you dematerialize like that, that's awesome. That's awesome because then you come back to yourself eventually. And then you realize that some of the things that you're tripping on are not that important. That's free. It's free to not eat. It's free to not jerk off, and it's free to meditate. And we're not doing any of those things. And all of those things will help you to get on your plan, get on your business, work on your speech, work on your resume, work on your entrepreneurial business, work on that shit. Do some push-ups. All that shit is free, and motherfuckers don't want to do it. And that's why they can't even get. And then they want to get into a relationship, man. Your focus is off, dog. Your focus is off, man. Shit, this is a fucking problem. This is a big problem. And then these guys get into these relationships, and they're not well built men because they haven't done any of the shit they're supposed to do. And then they're in this relationship with the woman. They got no ability to be a man, and they're in a relationship with a woman, and the woman can do whatever she wants. All right, as far as like because this is, you got to deal with her no matter if she's a good woman or a bad woman, right? Same thing with, but like it's on the man to be a good man. It's on the woman to be a good woman, but that's a different point of view, and I'm not talking from that point of view. It's on you to be a good man to be able to handle this woman, and if your shit's not correct, then you're not even going to handle her correctly. That's my whole point. You have to be measured and awesome in yourself. God damn it. God damn it, I want more for guys. I want more for myself. That's why I fucking forced myself to run the goddamn half marathon today. I had to. I gotta do a fast tomorrow. I'm not gonna eat tomorrow, man. I'm gonna just do a bone broth fast tomorrow. No food tomorrow for me. No food for me, man. No food for me, because I gotta start just being harder on myself. Because if I'm not doing that to myself, I got no right to say it to any of these fools out here that are even listening to this, because it's not right. But I will do it, and then I will be more steadfast in what I say and harder on you guys, because I'm gonna be doing it myself, and I have to be the guy. That's the thing. I got to be the guy that does it, so you can see. I got to be like Goggins up in this motherfucker for you guys, because otherwise you won't believe the shit. So you guys are gonna see. You're gonna have to just see this. And I'm not trying to be rude. This is the thing. I think I'm a little aggressive today. I do. I think I'm a little aggressive today, but it has to be this way. It has to be this way sometimes. So it's been a really good week. We got Rick and Morty coming on in 3.5 hours. I gotta edit this YouTube video, put that out. I got an extra subscriber today. I lost one, then I got one, so I'm exactly where I was. But numbers are going up, and we're gonna make this shit happen. So we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get a new crib soon. We're gonna be on our own. We're gonna be making a lot of money, and we're gonna be doing all that stuff. We're gonna do it on our own terms, because we can. We can do that. You think you can't? You're right. You think you can? You're also right. All right, y'all. That's the end of this live stream for today. Thank you so much, and peace.